Hello friends, welcome to AIMS Today YouTube channel. Here we are going to discuss about IIT JNET Foundation Chemistry in that periodic table chapter. From this, we are going to see the trending of atomic properties in the modern periodic table. Out of them, the first one is atomic size. Generally, atomic size is expressed in terms of atomic radius. Atomic radius is defined as the distance between the nucleus and the valence shell of an atom. Suppose if we consider this as an atom, the distance from the nucleus to this outermost orbit of this atom is considered as atomic radius. Atomic radius is expressed generally in angstrom units. Of course, it can be taken in meters, centimeters, micrometers, nanometers also, but the most probably used units are angstrom units. As we know, 1 angstrom is equal to 10 to the power of minus 10 meters or 10 to the power of minus 8 centimeters. However, it is not possible to measure the atomic radius directly, as an individual atom cannot be isolated. But the internuclear distance of the bonded atoms can be measured by using techniques like X-ray diffraction or electron diffraction, and it is taken as standard. The atomic radius is measured in different ways like crystal radius, that means metallic radius, or covalent radius, van der Waals radius, etc. Now let us see the trending of this atomic size in the groups and periods, that is the variation of atomic size. If you consider in a period, the atomic size generally decreases from left to right along the period. This is because along a period the electrons are added to the same energy level, which leads to an increase in the effective nuclear charge on the outermost shell, thereby decreasing the size of the atom. For example, if we consider second period elements from lithium to fluorine, all these elements have two energy levels. But for lithium, if it is observed, there is only one electron in its outermost shell. As you move from lithium to fluorine, the number of electrons in their valence shells gradually increasing. At the same time, their nuclear charge also increases from lithium to fluorine. So because of this, the attraction between the nucleus and the outer electron cloud increases from left to right, and hence size decreases. But there is an exception. In the noble gases, due to interelectronic repulsions, the size is larger than the corresponding halogen. That means for noble gases there are 8 electrons in the outermost shell. Because of this existence of maximum number of electrons, some repulsion occurs so that the size will be a little enlarged. So they will be having a smaller greater size than halogens. Thus, in a period, alkali metal is the largest atom while the halogen is the smallest atom. If we consider third period elements here, sodium alkali metal is the greatest sized atom, whereas chlorine halogen is an atom with small size. In a group, on going down the group, a new shell is being added from the element to other. As the electron is added to the shell farther from the nucleus, the effective nuclear force of attraction on the valence shell decreases, thereby increasing the size of the atom. If you observe the first group elements from hydrogen to cesium, from hydrogen to cesium, the number of shells increasing down the group. Hydrogen has only one shell, whereas lithium has two shells, sodium 3. As in this way, as you move from top to bottom, the number of shells increasing from element to element. As the number of shells increases, size gradually increases. Ionization energy. Ionization energy of an element is the minimum amount of energy required to remove the outermost electron from the isolated gaseous neutral atom to form a positive ion, which we call cation. This is called the first ionization potential also. For example, if you supply certain amount of energy to an atom, that energy will be taken by the outermost electron and it will be ejected out. There, the energy required by this electron to come out is called as ionization energy. Variation of this ionization energy in the groups and periods. First, let us see in a period. Generally, in a period from left to right, ionization energy do not follow any regular trend. In the first period, if we observe, ionization energy increases from hydrogen to helium. This is due to the fact that helium has stable electronic configuration, that we say duplet configuration. That is why it is having higher ionization energy. So left to right, it is increased in the first period. In the second period, ionization energy increases from lithium to beryllium and decreases at boron, because beryllium has inert pair effect, that is a paired electrons. The removal of electrons from the pair becomes a little difficult than removal of electron which is being single. So that is why beryllium has greater ionization energy than boron. Again, from boron to nitrogen gradually it increases, and then nitrogen to oxygen it decreases again, because nitrogen here it is having half-filled electronic configuration. Because of that, it attains some extra stability, and hence ionization energy will be greater than that of oxygen. From again oxygen to neon, it gradually increases again. In this way, there is no regular trending of ionization energy in the periods. In a group, the ionization energy decreases from top to bottom. This is because as we go from top to bottom, the size increases and attractive power of the nucleus on the outermost electron decreases. Therefore, it is easy to remove the electron, and hence the ionization energy decreases. So, as the size increases, the nuclear force of attraction, the outer electrons will be less, so electron can be removed easily, and hence ionization energy will be less for the bigger sized atoms. If you observe here, the first group elements ionization energy values are given. It gradually decreased from top to bottom. Third property, electron affinity, which is also called as electron gain enthalpy. Electron affinity is another important property of elements. When an electron is added to an atom, energy is released in terms of electron affinity. It can be defined as the amount of energy released when an electron is added to an isolated neutral gaseous atom to form an ion. For example, if you consider this as an atom, when an electron is given to this atom, certain amount of energy will be released by this atom. That energy we call as electron affinity. So equationally it can be represented like this. If you consider this X as a isolated neutral gaseous atom, if an electron is added to this, it forms an anion. At the same time, certain amount of energy is released from it, that is called electron affinity. Now let us see the trending of this electron affinity. If we consider in a period, as atomic size decreases and nuclear charge increases from left to right in a period, and hence the electron affinity values gradually increases. In any given period, halogen has the highest electron affinity value, and the inert gas has complete valence shell and so does not accept electrons. Therefore, the electron affinity value is 0 for them. So, in a period from alkali metals to halogens, gradually electron affinity increases. But by coming to noble gases, it will be taken as 0 because they have completely filled electronic configuration. If you see in a group, the electron affinity gradually decreases from top to bottom in a group. This is due to the steady increase in the atomic radius and the resultant the decrease of effective nuclear charge. If you observe one of the groups here, halogens, from fluorine to iodine, it decreases. Next property, electronegativity. Electronegativity of an element is defined as the tendency of an atom to attract the shared pair of electrons towards itself in a bonded molecule. If we consider two atoms are bonded by covalent bond by sharing a pair of electrons, the tendency of an atom to attract these paired electrons towards it is called its electronegativity. All the factors that influence the ionization energy and electron affinity of the elements also influence the electronegativity values of those elements. Because of this, Mulliken proposed that the electronegativity of an element is the average value of its ionization energy and electron affinity. So according to Mulliken, electronegativity can be expressed as the average of ionization energy and electron affinity. If electronegativity difference between two bonded atoms is less than 1.7, then the bond is considered to be covalent in nature. If it is equal to 1.7, then the bond is 50% ionic and 50% covalent in nature. If it is more than 1.7, then the bond formed will be ionic in nature. Variation of electronegativity. We see in a period, electronegativity increases along a period from left to right. This is due to the increase in the nuclear charge and decrease in the atomic size. So as the size decreases, the attracting power increases and hence electronegativity increases. So you can see the third period elements are mentioned here. The electronegativity values are gradually increased from sodium to chlorine. It is increasing. If you see in a group, electronegativity decreases from top to bottom due to an increase in the atomic size. So in a group, atomic size increases, hence attracting power decreases, so electronegativity also decreases. If you see, first group elements are mentioned here with their electronegativity graph. So lithium to cesium, it is gradually decreased. In the same way in the 7th year group elements also, from fluorine to astatine, the electronegativity values are gradually decreased. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.